what we're going to do, if we're going to do the Grand Prix of Endurance at the Sarthe, let's bring back the F1 cars. But, you know what Chris said earlier about they'd all blow up after 3 laps? Well, I ran this as a 23-lap race earlier, which is the length of a real F1 Grand Prix, except every single Formula 1 car blew up on lap 20. The entire F1 grid blew up on lap 20. The Indy cars, they kept going fine. The Formula 1 cars all blew up on the same lap. 24 hours to open wheel racing. So, we're going to go 20 laps. We're not going to run full flag rules. We're going to go fuel usage normal. You can remove AI after qualifying. You can remove AI before qualifying if you want. Normal tyre wear, mechanical failures, blah, 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 aggression 75, blah, blah. So, let's also set the 1 p.m. and partially cloudy, because that's the weather here at the moment. So, are you ready for what I like to call the World Grand Prix? Well, the World Grand Prix Tour, or whatever it is. But the Grand Prix de Sarthe. Grand Prix de la Sarthe. The Grand Prix de la Sarthe. There we go. The Grand Prix de la Sarthe. Right, the race is set for 20 laps, which should be about an hour or so. If it's all open, we'll have a few massively confused sprint car drivers in it. Can you imagine? Right. So this is basically a trial run. Like I say, the AI for the F1 mod that I'm using, the bit shit. Then the game's crashed, which is nice. Good start. You know, it just does that sometimes. So while it's doing that, let's go back over here. And, oh no, hang on, it's back. It's back. Yeah, it does this every so often when you go to load a race. Hang on, can we... Yeah, let me out. Let me be free. There we go. I'm free. Right. Does the game capture want to detect it? There we go. Some old Formula 4 driver. D&Q in racing games is really a thing, so that's a fantastic way to simulate it. It is, actually. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, everything is as just as we said it. So, right, let's try again. Cross your fingers. I mean, it worked earlier, so hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, the AI for this F1 mod, not particularly good. However, there is a function in rFactor 2 where you can get the AI to, like, machine learn. You can get them to learn tracks. So there's a thing where if you set up a test session, you add one AI driver and let them cut laps for like an hour, they'll learn the track. And then you save this file that they produce into the car folder for the mod, and all the AI use that, and they're like, oh, this is how you do the track. So we might do that, because I've tried the multi-class thing at multiple tracks. Sebring, there was a couple of corners where they just yeet straight into it, run wide, and then spin out and crash. And hilariously, their reaction to spinning is to floor it straight into reverse until they slam into the nearest wall and then just drive off. You know, that's a strat. Watkins Glen could have been better, except that at turn 1, again, they sort of yeeted too hard into turn 1, sometimes with spin coming back on in front of everyone. And also, there were certain corners when they just yeet it straight into the corner, not checking whether they were actually clear of an Indycar or not. So they just smash an Indycar straight into the sun. Again, that's another reason I turned yellow flags off. There was some interesting fuckery in the same sort of way earlier when I did this race earlier. Not least of all, every F1 car blowing up after 20 laps. So I'm interested to see, do they make 20 laps this time? I've set the race distance for 20 laps. Do they make it this time? And also, F1 cars, they don't have fuel stops because, of course, F1, they're fueled up for the length of a race. They do have tyre stops every 5 laps at La Sarthe, which is not enough for the F1 cars to have cleared the Indycar field in time by the time they have to start doing pit stops. The Indycars, I think, pit every 8 or 9 laps for fuel. Because earlier I experimented and turned fuel use off. The Indy cars went the full race without stopping. F1 cars still pitted every 5 laps or so. So let's go through and boot out the fake drivers. Gunther Carlton, go away. Max Chilton, new. I mean, you're real, but new. Roger Smiley, new. Sebastian Bourdais, you're a duplicate, new. Robert Tam, new. Oliver Askew, Dalton Kellett, Kimball, Albon, Daly, Harvey, Norris, Veach, Ocon, Leclerc, Hunter Ray, Rahal, VK, Rosenquist, Gasly, Karam, Falvel, new. Palou, Bottas, Stroll, Seb Delport, new. Pato Award, George Russell, 1L. Hans gone. Well, your Hans is gone, so you definitely need to be booted. Albert Samatar, new. Oliver Cox, new. Ericsson, fuck Nugget. Kevin Magnussen. Oh, Chris. I have tried the F1 cars at Indy. It's fun until they try and pit. We'll try that later in the stream. So, Ben Hanley. I always get thrown off because Ben Hanley sounds like a fake name. Well, like a name that this AI would spawn. Do you know what I mean? So let's just check to make sure we've got everyone. So, add AI. Michael Bleckman, you're a fake. So, bleh. Dalton Kellett, you're a duplicate. We don't need that. Because sometimes they don't spawn all of the real drivers, which I think is bollocks. It's like, come on, there must be a setting. There you go, Carlos Sainz. Wasn't spawned, so there you go. I think that's everyone. Yeah, Max Chilton. If I remember rightly, the grid size was 46 when I ran this earlier, so... Right, finish session. I believe fast forwards qualifying. So, there you go. Hamilton, Vettel, Verstappen, Leclerc, Bottas. That's fairly realistic. It's funny, when I ran the qualifying session, just let it run on its own, the qualifying results were whack because the F1 cars kept getting like held up in the by the Indy cars and stuff. Vettel in P2, yeah. Obviously, whoever made this mod made it before the first round of the season actually happened. They were like, nah, do you know what? The Ferraris are still good. Or they just put the 2019 Ferrari in. So, finish session. Yes. I've got knockout qualifying on as well, which is pretty cool. Oh, wow. Both my boys out in Q1. I am disappointed. Anyway, so Q2. I think there's only 2 qualifying sessions here. And it's race time. So, let's have a look through the starting grid, shall we? We've got Charles Leclerc on the pole in the Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton P2 in the Mercedes. Sergio Perez 3rd in the Mercedes. Valtteri Bottas 4th in the Mercedes. Alex Albon 5th in the Red Bull. Then it's Ocon, Carlos Sainz, Max Verstappen, Kevin Magnussen, and Lance Stroll. Kevin Magnussen obviously channeling the spirit of his father, the Great Dane train, Jan Magnussen. He's at the Sarthe. So, Perez in a Mercedes. Yeah, it's Mercedes, look. I mean, I know it's painted pink. They painted it pink and called it a racing point. But, you know, the 2019 Mercedes, yeah, that's it. This simulation must be Ferrari's dream. Well, maybe not so much, because Vettel's still starting 11th. Then it's Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Gasly, Russell, wow. My boys starting 18th and 19th. Just FML. Meantime, in the IndyCar class, Joseph Newgarden starts on the pole, ahead of Alexander Rossi, Alex Palou, who is really good at this track for some reason, Scott Dixon, Felix Rosenquist, Tony Kanaan, Colton Herter, Felipe Nasser, Will Power, and Graham Rahal. And where's my boy? Pato Awards 41st. I don't believe it. Right. Are we ready? This is going to be a shit. Well, the Indy cars are going to behave themselves, I think. It's the F1 cars that are going to provide the shithousery. So are we ready for the Grand Prix de la Sarthe? Let's do this. There's just me in the stock car. Hi, can I join in? No. I've just driven out onto the track in the paddock. I'm just some pleb from in the gap. Oh, no. Right, there we go. Right, green flag. And then we do this, and then we do that. And then, oh God, no. Where's the front? Here we go. We're underway. The Grand Prix de la Sarthe is underway. And Sergio Perez has leapt into 3rd place. Did he start 3rd? I can't remember. So it's Lewis Hamilton leading them away. Charles Leclerc 2nd, Perez 3rd, Bottas 4th, Albon 5th. Ocon 6th, or as me and my mate Lewis decided to call him, because I have a hilarious pun for his name. What do you call an F1 driver who reads Nuts magazine? Esteban Blocon. Because, you know, bloke. But, yeah, anyway, it's terrible. But we just started getting into the habit of calling him Esteban Blocon. Meanwhile, it's pack racing back here. Meantime, here's the IndyCar field. Notice the top speed, 189 miles an hour. The Williams, 183 miles an hour. Yeah, the Indycars are actually faster in a straight line than the F1. Bloke. Oriole! I mean, oh, got a battle for second going on here. Palou, someone nearly did a big sad in the F1. And right away, Joseph Newgarden was just on the tail. Banned for pun. Hello, Bobby Johns. Meantime, oh god, oh no. Hamilton sent it, Leclerc, oh, whoa. Oh my, Blocon is just all over the place. He's blown chunks with that. Oh, Vettel's already lost his front wing. Fiat's already lost his rear wing. Now, bizarrely, losing a front wing doesn't make any difference to these F1 cars. Losing a rear wing does. That's actually both the AlphaTauris lost their front wing on the first lap, so there you go. Meanwhile, we've got Rossi closing in. When do we see an F1 blow over down the sun? It's nearly there. Meanwhile, Latifi trying to finally be not last for the first time in his life. I just love the like serious pack racing you get from this. Anyway, Hamilton with Leclerc in the tow. Send it down to Indianapolis. Oh, not quite, not quite. I also love the fact that because there's no DRS zones programmed in the track, they just have DRS open all the time. Look, here we go, down the straight. There we go, there's DRS. They only turn DRS off for the corners. As soon as they come out of every corner, DRS on. So they have DRS on for almost the entire lap. Which probably doesn't help with the whole AI fuckery, but you know, there's some tyre smoke back here. Looks like everyone's behaving themselves so far. Oh. Gravel picked up. Like I say, the Indycars, not like Gran Turismo Sport. Yes? Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean now. So Newgarden, stalked by Alexander Rossi. Scott Dixon third. It's a very familiar looking top three, isn't it? Newgarden, Rossi and Dixon. Palou fourth, the rookie, he's doing well. And Tony Kanaan in his retro 711 livery car, that is awesome. Rosenquist sixth, Nazar seventh, Will Power eighth, Colton Merton ninth, and Graham Rahal 10th in class. And where's my boy Pato Ward? No, he's still fully first. We don't talk about that. Well, unbelievably, it must be because they're on camera, but the F1 field have made it cleanly through a lap of the Sarthe. That's literally the first time that's happened. Anyway, Lewis Hamilton's leading, but don't tune out just yet. There's a lot still to happen in this race. Trust me, the fact that they pit like every 4 or 5 laps throws in a big variant. So what you're saying is replace F1 with IndyCar. You know, when you put it like that, yeah. Also, this is video game F1, which is always going to be better than real F1. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We've lost a couple of the F1 cars. I want to say it's probably the AlphaTauris. Yeah, it's both the AlphaTauris. Right, alright, what's happened here then? What the fuck has happened here? Rewind, Crown Save Bow Selector. Both the AlphaTauris have lost their rear wings. Both. They came in double stacked. It's like, right, we've got to replace one rear wing. What, you as well? You lost your rear wing as... Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, so Vettel's lost his front wing, but that's not important apparently. It's the Sarthe, it's low downforce, you know? You don't need a front wing. Rear wing, you do need. Right, so all the way back here. I'm going to suggest it's probably at one of the Mulsanne chicanes, because they all love to send it on each other into those chicanes. So, there it is. Yep. Right, there's... right, there's Daniil Kvyat's wang going. And then behind... What about Pierre Gasly? Does the same thing happen to him from Latifi? In stereo! Oh my god. And Joseph Newgarden saw everything from his view. It's like, oh yeah, I'm actually in a F1 car. But, no, let them... Boing! From an IndyCar going backwards, new. Hang on, we've lost another F1 car. What's going on? There's only 17 up the front. Right, what the fuck? Okay, so, yeah, they've had a bit of a big sad. They've had a... Oh, dear. Oh, no. Right, so first off, we've got Charles Leclerc sending it round the outside into the second Mulsanne chicane. Hamilton's all over the place. He doesn't know what to do. He runs really wide, spins coming back across the rumble strip, and then, oh dear, Perez plows into the side of him, as does Sainz, and then he backs into the wall, goes over here. Sainz is still there. Does someone clip his rear wheel? Oh no! Oh, was that George Russell? Oh, it was George Russell. He's ploughed his wheel off. And that, my friends, means that Lewis Hamilton, oh dear, that Lewis Hamilton will be the first DNF from the Grand Prix de la Sarthe. Yeah, he's the first DNF. That's amazing. That is unbelievable scenes. You either love or hate to see it, but either way, it's made things more interesting. He ain't getting win number 91 today. Let's put it that way. Oh dear. Right. You just hear him. Oh no. Russell driver of the day. Oh dear. You thought that was Bottas. Why? What possibly made you think that was Bottas being mediocre? Anyway, so the order now. Charles Leclerc leading. Sergio Perez up to second. He's now Mercedes' best hope. Had a foul through Bottas third. Albon fourth with no front wing. Ocon, the Bluecon fifth. Ricciardo sixth. Magnussen seventh, doing his dad proud. Eighth is Verstappen. Ninth is Kimi Räikkönen, doing neo-Nazis proud, presumably. And Sebastian Vettel 10th. Giovinazzi 11th. Sainz Jr. 12th. Russell 13th. Didn't get any damage, by the way, for completely obliterating Lewis Hamilton's wheel. And we've also got Lance Stroll in there, and then Grosjean, Lando Norris, and Latifi. Meantime, in the Indycar field, it's Newgarden still leading from Alex Rossi, who's got stop Dixon. Stop dicking around. He's got stop dicking around up his trumpet. So we have to pass the first Mulsanne chicane. Now, they are better drivers in IndyCar. They're less prone to accidents, mainly because they don't send it as much. Latifi, 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 I love it. Oh, he's going to get the run this time. Remember, no push to pass in rFactor 2, because that's not simulated. So this is all just eating. You can just hear Latifi's engine in the foreground. He's like, no, I'm out of shot. Here comes Dixon. Oh, late send. Late send into the second Mulsanne chicane. Does not work. Actually cost us some time there. It's going to bring him back a little bit. Saw the wreckage from Hamilton's car. Oh dear. Oh, Lance Stroll's fallen back. Something's happened to Lance Stroll. But the moment we look away from the F1 field for a second, one of them shat bed. It's like being in preschool. Oh, it's the same corner that Hamilton came to grief on. Yeah, they do this sometimes. Oh! Right in front of George Russell, and oh, he recovered. And crucially, he DRS isn't closing in at all. Yeah, because everyone's got DRS. Everyone's using DRS all the time, so it doesn't make any difference as much anyway. Meantime, out in front, still Leclerc from Sergio Perez. Rossi blocking Perez. Hang on, Chris, you're an Andretti fan. Oh no, you hate Alex Rossi, don't you? He's an Andretti fan, except for Alex Rossi. Oh dear. Okay. Right, so we've currently got Leclerc out in front, Perez by 6.696 seconds, nice. We're on to lap 4 now, which should mean we start seeing pit stops for the F1 cars, unbelievably. Now, question is, there's Newgarden, there's Rossi, there's Dixon, and then here's the rest of the field all the way through. Now, I'm curious to see how the Alpha Tauris still haven't caught up. Penalise Haas for being Haas. Yeah, the Alpha Tauri still haven't caught up. But at least they're still in the race, unlike Lewis Hamilton, lol. Meantime, Perez has fallen into the clutch of Bottas and Albon and Bluecon. And then we've got this mini pack back here. We've got Ferrari. Yeah, we've got Ferrari, Renault. In terms of power plants. Meantime, there's my boys running line astern. You two behave yourselves, right? Yeah, good boys. You good boys. And look at this, Latifi's not lost. Unbelievable. Well, I'm relatively tired, so I'm going to head to bed night. See you later, Lotus. Thank you for hanging out today. I do appreciate it. Meantime, Joe Newgarden still leading. Alex Rossi in the slipstream. He's still there. Remember, Indycars will be fixing it around like 8 to 9, I believe, their fuel window. F1 car. Oh my, what is going on here? I've cut back to this. Oh my god, Ocon's dead. Ocon is so dead. Ocon's toast. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, so that's Ocon out. Oh god. Esteban Ocon. Ocon. So, yeah, there's our second DNF. Ocon. Oh dear. Oh, we've got a battle for the lead in IndyCar class. As they pass by the stricken corpse of Esteban Ocon's Renault. It's that corner, man. Oh god. Esteban, oh god. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Hang on. Someone, oh, it'd be Ocon. Right, yeah, yeah. I was just scrolling through the field and I'm like, wait, someone's in the garage. It's Ocon. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc's just like, no, I'm just chilling out in front. This is something I've not been able to experience much IRL this year. I like the simulation world more. Meantime, Perez still fending off the charge behind. And Daniel Ricciardo's just like, for fuck's sake, it's me trying to carry Renault again. Never mind, I'll be going to McLaren next year so they can bring back an old man. Just waiting for an angry message from Oriol in the chat. It's like, how dare you? I'm joking. Max Verstappen up to 6th. Yay. Oh, whoa, Magnussen. Still channeling the spirit of his father. He has to do his father proud. Daddy Mag. Big Dad Mag. Meanwhile, are there any pit stops? Yes! Charles Leclerc's pitting after 4 laps. Right, so pit stops have started for the F1 field. God, they send it through the Ford chicane. I love it. And so Sergio Perez will assume the lead of the race for Mercedes B team. It's a Mercedes 1-2, except it's not Hamilton ahead of Bottas. Hamilton's out of the race and Bottas is still second to a Mercedes. They go full Tokyo Drift through there. They really do. So Perez, Bottas, Albon, Ricciardo, Verstappen. Right, so who's... It's literally the Ferraris and Lance Stroll. So Leclerc's going to be good. Leclerc's out. Lance Stroll and Sebastian Vettel are not. They're now going to be stuck in the IndyCar field. Which I wouldn't say is quite a death sentence, but it's pretty much a death sentence if they want to win. So, yeah, they're now stuck deep in IndyCar traffic. Charles Leclerc, luckily, you know, if the AI had any brains, they'd only pit the front runners. You know, they literally pit as soon as it was possible. Dangerous for the IndyCars. Very much so, yes. Fuckery may now ensue. Sorry, will now ensue. Oh my god, and they're not even like, wow, they're not even like mid-Indy pack. Lance Stroll and Sebastian Vettel are literally at the back of the IndyCar pack. There's Sage Karam. Meanwhile, the AlphaTauri still haven't gone anywhere, so... Oh my god, there's more sending. Oh no. Bottas running over the wheel of his fallen comrade. So we've got Perez, Bottas, Albon, and Ricciardo up front. So, what we need to do now, so Leclerc got out fine. I don't know what the proper pit stop delta is, what the actual pit stop time delta is, but, so Perez has a 41-second gap over Joseph Newgarden. That should be okay. Now, I feel like everyone from Carlos Sainz down, who barely have a 30-second gap on Newgarden, they could be vulnerable to falling into the IndyCar pack. So I think the top 6 are okay, if they pit this time, which they probably will. No one's tried to take the Bugatti circuit yet, so AI is better than iRacing people. I think it was Super Mike that once said his cat was, well, we once speculated that his cat would probably be better at iRacing than some iRacing drivers. We need to see it now. My cat plays iRacing. Okay, so I feel like Raikkonen might be okay in terms of delta. What about these guys? Leclerc's obviously already pitted. Now, Grosjean is... What's the last checkpoint? Meow. Oh, meow, P1. Right, so Joseph Newgarden will be coming through the checkpoint here. And that'll update the gaps. So... Is it around there? Okay, maybe not. Right, 41 seconds. So Romain Grosjean is 31, 25 seconds ahead of Newgarden. Have I got that right? I think I have. Yeah. So, well, we'll find out. Will that be enough? And there is a big queue to get in the pits. Everyone has pitted on the lead lap here. The race to get into the pits begins. And Joseph Newgarden is in the Porsche curbs. He's exiting Porsche curbs. There's going to be a lot of F1 cars that are going to get caught in the IndyCar field here. So Leclerc's back in the lead. Perez, slow stop. Verstappen's going to jump him. Now, where is... Max Verstappen is out, second. Kimi Raikkonen and Giovinazzi out third and fourth. And everyone's behind the IndyCars. Oh, wow. Oh, dear. We're going to get some serious fuckery now. So, oh, God, it's starting already. It's starting already. Oh, no. So Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen were the only two cars to get out ahead of the IndyCar field. Joseph Newgarden is now running third overall. On the overall podium, ahead of Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi, who actually had amazing pit stops. They jumped up to 4th and 5th. 6th place now for Sainz, with Scott Dixon up to trumpet. Because yes, the IndyCars actually go faster in a straight line than the F1 cars. Rossi. Oh, meantime, there's been a change for second in the IndyCar class. Rossi has lost out to Dixon, so the march of Dixon begins. Nasser's there as well, Rosenquist. Oh my God. Oh, Nasser nearly sent on Rossi there. Oh no. Meanwhile, Ricardo just sent on Rosenquist. Oh no! Lando moves. Okay, Graham Reholt's got decked. Look at the IndyCar field. They're so well behaved. Oh no! Oh, bad things happened. Very bad. Magnussen's got cones stuck with the wing. Oh, look, what was this? Right? What were you going for there, Magnussen? You fucking pleb. It's just decked Kimball and, was that Ben Hanley? Ben Hanley in the Dragon Speed car. But they are still running, so they're fine. Meanwhile, K-Mang is making no friends. Oh no. Oh! Okay, the latest victim of the second Mulsanne chicane is Giovinazzi, which is unfortunate because he was running top 5, but he is safe. Although now, Charlie Kimball and Ben Hanley can exact their revenge. So just fuck whatever's in front. Yeah, basically. Oh God. Oh no. When you have F1 cars driven by drivers with the spatial awareness of cows, we should expect this, really. Also, holy shit, is Charles Leclerc's lead? 17 seconds. The undercut was massive. But, what lap are we on now? We're on lap 6. So Leclerc pitted at the end of lap 4. He's going to have to make an extra stop, isn't he? Unless he just runs the final set of tyres an extra lap. Or everyone explodes on the final lap. Oh my God! Kimi Raikkonen has just obliterated Joseph Newgarden. That's disgusting. Disgusting. He's absolutely demolished Joseph Newgarden. Oh. So, yeah, Joseph Newgarden's not leading the IndyCar class anymore. Because he just got decked by Kimi Raikkonen. Stephen's two favourite drivers, Newgarden and Raikkonen. He needs to come and have a word with his man. Oh my God. Bottas, meanwhile, nearly slapping up Rossi. Okay, well, Raikkonen's third. Carlos Sainz now fourth. Dixon fifth and leading the IndyCar class. Sixth is Daniel Ricciardo, so fifth in F1 class. And Joseph Newgarden's in the pits. Oh dear. Oh my, that was 3 wide in the IndyCar class. Just ahead of Roman Grosjean. That's exactly what you want when things are getting fucky. Meantime, Charlie Kimball and Sage Karam are in. Sage Karam's lost a wang there. Also, Charlie Kimball, I assume, that was just damage from Magnussen being like, there's cars in front of me? Oh, oh, sorry. So Leclerc has an entire Mulsanne straight. Oh, he's run wide. Ooh, there we go, we're good. Has basically the length of the middle Mulsanne straight between himself and Max Verstappen. Meantime, Kimi Raikkonen in third. Neo-Nazis in California will be delighted. Meantime, Carlos Sainz in fourth. All this is showing is IndyCar is so much better. I mean, I'm trying to find the lie. I can't find it because there isn't one. Anyway, Bottas still struggling to get past slower cars. In other news, water is wet. Meantime, my boy Lando Norris has worked his way up into the top 10. Now, look, oh my god, there's all sorts of carnage. We're in the IndyCar class now. Where's the Williams? Nicholas Latifi is 28th overall. Russell is 33rd. Oh no, Sage Karam has got a lot. He needs to get going. So Joe Newgarden and Charlie Kimball have fallen to the back of the IndyCar class. Only just behind the Alpha Tauris though. Oh no. Oh, Pato, please. Oh, that's a Force India in the wall. That's Lance Stroll. That is Lance Stroll in the wall. The cursed corner. Claims another one. He's lost his front wing, but that doesn't really make any difference on these cars for some reason. And he's back on the way. But yeah, he's fallen to the tail, and he's still ahead of the Alpha Tauri. So there you go. And Sage Karam is back in the motor race. That is a great thing to see, even though he's last by miles. But, you know, unlike Ocon and Lewis Hamilton, he's still running. Nope. See, it's the final sector where the F1 cars are so much faster, because it's fast corners. Like, top speed, as we've discussed, they're not faster than the cars at all. But under braking and in the fast corners, i.e. the Porsche curves, they're so much quicker. But now you have the issue of the run towards the Porsche curves. They can't drag in front of the Indy cars. So, oh! Rossi just decked Sainz in the Porsche curves. Alex Rossi driving angry, like that's never happened before. There we go. Sainz is through. Silence. Sainz is through on the outside. Jesus, that was a send from Perez. That was so late. I think he sent that yesterday. More evidence of my Rossi hate. What, he slapped up Sainz. So, meantime, Leclerc is still in another postcode. Let's check at the back. See who's falling to the back. Right, it's only Stroll and Pato Ward. Oh, my IndyCar boy. Where's my other IndyCar boy? Oh, and there's a spin. It's Jack Harvey. It's been spun in the Forge Cane. See what happened here, shall we? Should probably wait until he actually recovers because... yeah, right, okay. It was another F1 car. It was Nicholas Latifi. Yeah, okay. Yeah, told you. It's the F1 cars. They're the yobs in this race. They're the yobbos. And he's... See, F1 drivers, this is how you recover from a spin. You slowly reverse and then get back going again. You don't just floor it and ram straight into the wall. Meantime, Oliver Askew is pitting. I don't know quite what for. Maybe an early fuel stop, I guess. Meantime, it's still Leclerc leading by a country mile. He'll probably be pitting... Oh, we're still 19 seconds down, aren't we? Hang on. He might not be leading by a country mile anymore. No, he is. Verstappen... Raikkonen, Carlos Sainz, Danny Ricciardo, Bottas, finally free of the IndyCar field. So we've got the top 6 free of the IndyCar field. Top 7 now with Perez, who led briefly, remember. And now we've got my boy... Oh, careful, Lando. There we go. Ah, and the leader in the IndyCar field has no rear wang, which is a slight problem. They Although, lower downforce, he's just out dragging away. So this could definitely prompt a pit stop for Dixon, because like I say, if there's something the F1 car's definitely fixed in terms of damage, it's rear wangs. Meantime, we talk about Will Power sneaking up into third, Nazar fourth, Alex Palou the rookie fifth, Simon Pagenaud and Felix Rosenquist having an epic battle for P6 in class. I feel so fly like a P6. Oh god, there's Williams. Williams is going to crash. It's Latifi, for fuck's sake. Latifi, for fuck's sake. Now, meantime, there's Vettel, the other Ferrari, just hating life. And there's Giovinazzi in the Alfa Romeo. Oh no. Magnussen nearly taking out my boy Pato Award. Oh yeah, Askew pitted, right. I don't know why about... Right, so the leader is back in. So, yes. So it's... What if Pagenaud and Norris meet? Oh god. Oh no. Right, so I think Charles Leclerc... That was a short pit stop though. Charles Leclerc is going to have to hope he has an extra pit stop worth in hand, because I think he's going to have to make an extra one. Right, so Carlos Sainz, out he goes. Right, so Leclerc back into the motor race in fourth. Yeah, fourth. That's why they go through tyres so quick, drifting every corner. Yeah, you're right. Bottas, Perez, Albon with no front wing, but that doesn't matter. And Alexander Rossi's in, so here come the IndyCars. This is their first scheduled stop, right at lap 8. So they'll pit twice in the race. They're on schedule, obviously. So this will also help the F1 field a bit, because they'll get clear of them and hopefully have some breathing room for the most part, which I think is beneficial to all parties involved. So Dixon, remember, has got to replace his rear wang. The leader in class, for a while anyway. So I think every IndyCar is pitting all at once. This is great. All of them. And Sebastian Vettel. I think Sebastian Vettel just got confused. It was like, am I supposed to be pitting now? For fuck's sake. Although his teammate did as well. Oh, Palou! Alex Palou! What an exit from pit road. Alex Palou is going to jump everyone in the pits. I've not missed anything, have I? No, I have not. Alex Palou, the rookie. What a job from his pit crew. He's out leading the IndyCar class. Ahead of Alex Rossi. He's going to be even more angry. He's been second the entire race. Thought he got a great stop on Scott Dixon, who had to repair damage. And now this rookie plebs in front of him. And Felipe Nasser's third. Newgarden's fourth, because he's already pitted, you see. This might not work out too badly for Newgarden, because he only pitted, what, lap 6, I want to say? Oh, it might be a bit early. We'll see. Because remember, the IndyCars are pitting for fuel. When I turned fuel off earlier, they made no stops. Rinus VK out of nowhere has jumped up. P5, Will Power 6, Marco Andretti 7th, Kimball 8th, Pagenaud 9th, Colton Herta 10th, still holding up Sebastian Vettel. And Lance Stroll still in the pack. And Pato Award. Wow, hold on. Oh my word, there's Scott Dixon. Oh, that was some major damage they had to repair. Dixon is out of this one. Well, knowing Scott Dixon, he'll probably magic his way back in, because he's the only man who's managed to go God tier fast and somehow magic fuel out of his anus. Because he's just that insufferably good. And nice for the most part, I think. Meantime, head of the F1 field, Max Verstappen pits in. Here comes Raikkonen from second. Now, the fact that this is timed with the AI using the Senna throttle technique. Oh, hang on. Carlos Sainz staying out an extra lap. Cheeky from Sainz. I mean, it hasn't worked so far. The undercut has normally been OP, but Sainz staying out an extra lap. Could this be a bit of strat? Making sure he only has to pit one more time. Ricciardo, the same thing. The overcut. Verstappen back out. Just ahead of Perez and Charles Leclerc, who's now missing his front wing. And in this case, Verstappen got such a good pit stop, he's leapfrogged Leclerc. That is huge. Although, I do wonder, with Leclerc's missing wang, I do wonder. Brave strategy from McLaren. They kind of have to, really. They've got no choice. Did Leclerc have a big sad? Because he had a lead of like 15 seconds before the pit stops. McLaren have 4 cars in this race. Yes, they do. Just like Mercedes. Put him tish. Oh, if only I used the India 500 car pack, I could have had Alonso in this race. Yeah. Yeah, that would explain why Charles Leclerc's lost the lead. Oh, dear. Oh, my God. Ironically, it was battling with Carlos Sainz, who's now leading. Hello, MazdaFan076. How are you doing? Good to see you in here. So Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo taking the bold overcut strategy, even though Ricciardo's literally on the same straight as those that have just pitted, those being Verstappen, Perez, and Leclerc, and Albon, and Raikkonen, and Grosjean, and Latifi, and Bottas, who's somehow behind. Yeah. And the Alpha Tauri is now back to 12th and 13th. And Alex Palou leading the Indycar class. I did 2 hours of racing yesterday. On what game? And Giovinazzi's still stuck in the IndyCar field, as is George Russell, as is my boy Lando Norris, who also now doesn't have Wang. Oh, nice. What were you driving on Gran Turismo 2? And Vettel still doing nothing. Yeah. Past an IndyCar, mate. That's great. It's like there was this old kids TV show that Michael Owen used to do on BBC. It was like a Saturday morning show where he like played against like school kids. Basically, he did like these soccer challenges and stuff. And like he'd always like heel it up, if I remember rightly. Okay, Rosenquist and Rahal have come to grief because they've just pitted again. Unless they pulled some. No, they're missing Wang, so I'm going to assume something bad has happened to them. So this must have sucked. Rosenquist's already lost his Wang here. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Rosenquist has had to pit twice because coming out of the pits, he slammed into the back of Rahal and lost his wing. Anyway, Carlos Sainz is in. This will also be pit stop time for Ricciardo. And there's Max Verstappen to retake the lead. So, yeah, that strat didn't work. But maybe they're playing a long game. Maybe Verstappen still has to pit twice more rather than once. Leclerc second. Well, he'll back up to second anyway. Perez pitting again? Albon pitting again? Have I missed something? I swear these guys pitted already. Oh. And then that happens. Sainz just decides to pang into Ricciardo in the pits. What the? I don't even know. Anyway, Raikkonen's going to go back to third, somehow. You don't quite know how that's happened, I'll be honest with you. Perez, Albon, Ricciardo, Grosjean, Latifi pitting, Magnussen. The Alpha Tauri's pit here. Does that put them back on sequence? I believe it does. Yes, it does. They'll be in as well. Perez is staying a fair amount of time in the pit. I'm wondering if some people are double pitting here, so they only have to go to the end on one more stop. They're sort of working from the end forward, if you see what I mean. So I wonder if that's the case here. They are all pretty much free of the clutch of the IndyCar field. If I say that, Alex Palou is coming through. Oh, meantime, we've had a change for second in the IndyCar class. Felipe Nasr, he's up to second place in his unsponsored blue Sauber tribute livery. So it's Palou from Nasr, from Rossi, from Newgarden, from Renus VK, and Chris is requesting Marco Andretti update as Vettel sends it. On Stroll. There's Marco Andretti. He's 25th overall, which means he is. So there's first in class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's 8th in class, is Marco Andretti, just ahead of Simon Pagenaud and a wild Kevin Magnussen. So hope you enjoyed living on this planet. He's not going to have it much longer. Meanwhile, my boy Taku Sarthe is down in a miserable 37th overall. Could be worse. We could be Scott Dixon. Or any of these plonkers. Oh, George Russell's retired. Fuck me. Missed that. What's happened here? One of my F1 boys is gone. I mean, I'm not even sad. You know, just disappointed. It's just, you know, if you expect anything more from a 2020 Williams, sorry, Durillion Investment Group PLC Motorsport, then, you know, you're setting yourself up for disappointment, really. Uh-oh. Right, yeah. No. Okay, so, oh God. So he tried sending on Rinus VeeKay, straight lined across the track, and just... George, you donkey. Right, well, he's out, and kind of deserved, really. That was a terrible move. Anyway. So Max Verstappen now leading overall. Yay. By 5 seconds from Charles Leclerc second. 19 seconds there to Kimi Raikkonen third. Carlos Sainz fourth. I've got an itchy nose. Valtteri Bottas fifth. Daniel Ricciardo sixth. Albon seventh. Perez eighth. This is how cursed this race is. Nicholas Latifi is legit top 10. He's running ninth ahead of Antonio Giovinazzi. And then Alex Palou, 11th overall. And leading IndyCar class, just ahead of Romain Grosjean, so that's not going to last much longer. And we've still got this lot still stuck in the interminable hell of the IndyCar class. And my boy update, it's not going to look good. My top boy is Lando Norris, 16th overall. And then we've got... Who the fuck have we got? Oh no! Oh dear! We've got... What in the name of all that is holy has just happened here? Explosions have just happened, and a Force India is detonated. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Right, so what's happened here then? Stroll has tried sending it on Vettel, completely fucked it up, spun around, and then reversed back into the wall, smashed his rear wang off. His wang's just fluttering around like cardboard. Driven across the track, rammed into that wall. Colton Herta, nowhere to go, smashes into the side of Stroll. Someone's lost a wheel, but I can't tell who. Oh, and his engine's blown up. You know, just to be sure. Yeah, he's lost... I would say Stroll is very dead. Can we get some big Fs in the chat for not Max Verstappen, Lance Stroll? So, yeah, that's not gone well. Some big Fs in the chat. I was worried for a second there when I saw the flames in the back of his car. I was like, oh my god, have the F1 cars blown up even earlier this time? No, only Stroll, because his car's just completely shat the bed. Anyway, Verstappen, just sort of trundling along in a world of his own. It's like, yeah, you know, fam, I've got this. And I'm actually 45 seconds behind reality, so there we go. Does he still got it? Yes, he has. So meantime, Lance Stroll becomes the 4th DNF. Also like to point out, no DNFs in the IndyCar field. Yeah, just like to point that out. Anyway, Colton Herta, understandably, had to pit for some repairs. As did Ben Handley, seemingly, and Oliver Askew. Now, where was I? I was in the middle of a boy update, wasn't I? It wasn't pretty. So, where are we at? Lando Norris is 14th. He's top boy. Yeah. 45 seconds behind reality. So, 14th is Lando Norris. He's top boy. Who the fuck next? I assume it's Pato O'Ward. Pato O'Ward, 25th overall. Now, where does that put him in class? So, Palou is 15th. And there's a battle for the lead developing here in IndyCar class. Felipe Nasr fresh out of jumping up to third out of the pits, ran down and passed Alex Rossi, and has now ran down Alex Palou. Felipe Nasr fucking out here. I mean, he's ahead of his... Is he ahead of... he's not ahead of any of the Alfa Romeos. I was going to say, he's ahead of his old F1 team on the track. Let's go on board with Nasr. Oh, helmet cam. Sort of. That's a good... There we go, halo cam. So he has chased down Alex Palou. Now, bearing in mind, these guys will be in for their second and final stop around lap 16. Unless they work from the end backwards. From the end forward, if you will. So they'll pit like around lap 12 to 13 and just be like, right, that's it, we're good for fuel. See what decisions they make. Meantime, any F1 cars in the pits? Nope, they're still good. Right, so while we've got a brief moment, let's quickly check the status of my boys. So Lando Norris, P14. Felipe Nasr's pitting. Right, okay. So you know what I literally just said about working from the end forward in terms of pit strategy? That's probably what Nasr's doing. So Palou, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Chris's boy, Marco Andretti's up to 6th place overall. Not overall. 6th place in class. And then 8. My boy Pato Ward is 9th. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. So 9th and 14th in class for my IndyCar boys. And 14th and DNF for my F1 boys. It's not good. Hang on. Leclerc has pitted. I would assume it was on strategy. It was on sequence. I suddenly panicked. I'm like, where the fuck has he gone from second? I assume he's pitted on strategy because he's been pitting every 4 laps. Yeah, okay, so he's pitted. So that means Max Verstappen continues to lead. Now, if people start pitting around lap 13, didn't Carlos Sainz Jr. pit a lap after everyone else? So is he going to try and stretch it here? And go to the end on just one more stop? It is possible. Remember, the F1 cars are pitting for tyres, not fuel, because when I did this test race earlier, I turned fuel use off. The Indy cars didn't pit at all, implying it was fuel that they'd be pitting for. Their tyres were fine. F1 cars still pitted. So, Verstappen still going. I think Charles Leclerc just straight up short pitted. Is the Ferrari strategy centre striking again? I fear it might be. Oh god. Meantime, Alex Rossi, second now in IndyCar class, is being attacked by a pair of angry Ferraris. Newgarden back up to third in class. Oh, Mag, what are you doing? Magnussen, you absolute donkey molester. Okay, we're fine. We're fine for the moment. Newgarden, power. There's Andretti. Marco Andretti running top 5 in class now, I think. That's the pit cycle, obviously. And there's my boy, Pato Award. And where's my king boy? There he is, Taku Sato. He's just sort of waiting. He's lurking. Felipe Nasr came out 31st overall, which is appropriate. He's car number 31. So he might have short pitted. We'll see what the rest of the IndyCar field do this time. So we've got Stroll, Russell, Ocon, and Hamilton as the DNFs. Oh, any F1 cars pitting this time? Nope, doesn't look like it. So Charles Leclerc's like, fuck. Charles Leclerc's definitely going to have to pit one more time to go to the end. I think everyone else is stretching to try and make it just on one more stop, which surely any logical team would be doing, but as we know, when have Ferrari been a logical team? Team! How about the remains of the crashes stay on the track? Yeah. It's like an old school. It's like watching tapes of like old school Le Mans, where like wrecked cars would just be lining the side of the track by dawn on Sunday. Be like, all right, we're 18 hours in. Here are all the cars that have DNF. They're all just like parked at the side of the road, and even their drivers are just still like, excuse me. So Sainz Verstappen, who I think is actually catching some lap traffic. I assume it, yeah, it's Graham Rahal. So. Carlos Sainz second, Bottas third, Ricciardo fourth, Albon fifth, Kimi Raikkonen sixth. Have some more pit stops, good. I wonder, yes, Vettel's just pitted, as has Marco Andretti. So another early pitter. It's Marco Andretti, as is Scott Dixon. So a few more of the IndyCar lads trying a bit of a strategy move here. Should see them to the end on fuel. Right, is anyone else taking the gamble? Colton Herta is not. Neither is Karen. Although they pitted fairly recently, they might still be able to get to the end just on their own. So, Rahal is not. Right, Verstappen's in. Verstappen is in at lap 14. Yes, which means he'll have to do 6 laps to get to the end. Now, what does Carlos Sainz do? Sainz has been running a little bit long, well, ran a bit longer last stint than Verstappen. So he's coming in. Right, Sainz is in. I think pretty much everyone's going to pit in now, and then they'll be good to go to the end, except for Ferraris. Sainz is in, so is Bottas. What about Ricciardo? Staying out, as is Albon. Ricciardo and Albon are going an extra lap. Oh my god. Oh my god. As is Raikkonen, although as Raikkonen pitted already, because he was running third, so. Going to assume, yes, Raikkonen has done his stop of this round, so. I don't think Ricciardo and Albon have, though. Have they? Nope, doesn't look like it. Not that it's going to have worked, though, because Verstappen's kind of already back out in the lead. So, whoops. Raikkonen back up to 4th, Perez 5th, Leclerc 6th now. His pit strategy actually getting worse. Bottas now 7th, sitting in the mediocrities that he deserves. 8th is Carlos Sainz, 9th is Nicholas Latifi. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Nicholas Latifi might be in a points-paying position. How many classes can you have on track at rFactor? Theoretically, fucking loads. As many as you can fit on the track, I guess. I think when we ran the Le Mans race here, we had 4 or 5 separate classes. Because we had LMP1H, DPI, LMP2, GTE Pro, and GTE AM. Although we booted the AMs because that just put too much load on the CPU. And we also had GTP, which was just a couple of Toyota GT1s. So it wasn't really much of a class, but even so. That's like 5 or 6 classes on one track. So Gasly, Kvyat, Grosjean, Magnussen, Giovinazzi. There's Alex Palou. Lando Norris is pitting. Here come the rest of the IndyCars. Well, some more of the IndyCars anyway. It's NASCAR versus VA Supercars. You know... Oh my. Holy shit. I know this is just pit cycle, but fuck me, my boy Pato O'Ward is now on the podium in IndyCar class. Now the interesting thing is, where are the guys who have already pitted? Now there's Nazar, he's 25th. Now where's Palou in relation to that? Palou, 26.8 to 29.8. So that's nearly a minute. Oh no, 2 minutes 6. Okay, so that's exactly 30 seconds. Nazar's in clean air as well. Could this be an absolute worldie from Felipe Nasr? Meantime, Max Verstappen, we assume he's good to go to the end. I would assume so anyway. So Daniel Ricciardo and Alex Albon second and third. F1 versus NASCAR at Daytona. Oh my god. Right, Ricciardo and Albon in for their last stops at lap 15. So they'll only have to do 5 laps on their final stint. Will that come into play? Will these guys in front need to make one more stop at the death? Perez also in. Leclerc's pitting for a final time. Because his pit strategy is just the stupidest thing mankind has ever seen. Sainz has already pitted, hasn't he? Yes, okay. Latifi is in the top 10, and that's, you know, a miracle enough, to be honest. He is pitting, though. So, here come the AlphaTauris, who have kind of quietly recovered rather nicely from their first lap disaster of having both their wings knocked off in stereo. And they're pitting for the last time here. Romain Grosjean. Gross Jeans is pitting. Meanwhile, Magnussen and Giovinazzi have finally got rid of those annoying Indycars in their way by punting them into Narnia. And now they're going to go to war with each other. So they still have to pick. And that is a good question. Let's see. Let's see here. Well, Magnussen does. Giovinazzi does not. Has Grosjean been hit by Ericsson yet? No, actually. Okay, so meantime, Palou, Rossi, just keeping an eye on Romain Grosjean. Meantime, I'm keeping an eye on the IndyCar field to see. What's happened here? Daniil, the fuck has happened here? Well, I think this is what would constitute an unsafe release. Right, well, he's recovered at least, but that's kind of fucked over Grosjean even more. Not that this race was beyond help. Connor Daly hits in. This will be his final stop. So, Daly, any more takers to pit row this time? I think the rest of the IndyCar field are all going to pit probably next time by. Ollie Askew, nope. Ericsson, nope. Fuck Nugget, nope. Ben Hanley, nope. Colton Herter in that lovely 1993 Jordan tribute livery. I'm sure it's not actually, but you know, it looks cool. Nope. Rosenquist, I think, pitted recently anyway, so. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Excuse me? Guys, are you fucking kidding me? For fuck's sake! For fuck's sake, the F1 cars are useless! Alright, so let me get this straight. Has every F1 car run out of fuel? I think every F1 car has just ran out of fuel. Because they're fucking hopeless. Right, so. Yeah, all the F1 cars have just run out of fuel. You absolute geniuses. So I said. I've just realised. Earlier, they ran 23 laps, then blew the engine up. Because fuel use wasn't on. Fuel use now is on. And they've run out. Yeah, I think that whole idea of a combined series, not happening. Just because the F1 AI in this mod are about as dumb as a bag of potatoes that someone sat on and then farted into. Meantime, gotta look out for Felipe Nasser here, who's now 9th in class and overall, because every F1 car's died. Because fucking of course it has. Whatever. Anyway. They don't refuel because they're coded that way. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, the weird thing is, like, when I ran 23 laps here, I'm like, I worked out that that's around the default length of a regular F1 race. 305 kilometers. I did the maths and everything. So, they've run out after 16 laps. That's nowhere near. Anyway, speaking of pit stops, the leaders are in Indycar for their final stops. Do I like turbo cars or NA cars? Nah, both. Alright, so Palou, Rossi, presumably my boy Pato O'Ward will be in. Here comes O'Ward, here comes Canon, here comes Hunter Ray, here comes Veach. Now here's Felipe Nasr. To be fair, they're on full throttle for much longer here, or using party mode and permanent DRS. Fair, you might have something there. Anyway, they're still stupid. Still dumb as a box of frogs. Meantime, here comes Felipe Nasr. Is his gamble going to work? Yes, it has. Yes, he has. Because there's Alex Rossi. Still, Alex Rossi's fucking second. Nasr's out in the lead. Rossi second. Palou third. Newgarden coming through. Is Newgarden good to the end? Newgarden fourth. Power fifth. Marco Andretti sixth. My boy Pato O'Ward eighth. Maybe ninth. Fend off fuck nugget, please. Please. Sacrifice yourself for the cause. No, it's the right thing to do. Warning, this product contains nicotine. What? Santino fuck nugget. It contains a lot of things. Meantime, Pattino had a bad stop. That's the Venus VK. Charlie Kimball there at the back anyway, as was Askew. And Ben Hanley, Sage Karam, and... anyway, so, here it is, the battle for the win. It all comes down to this. 4 laps to go. Felipe Nasr, Alex Rossi, Alex Palou, and that's probably it, because these guys are probably too far back. Yeah, they're kind of too far back. So what are the gaps here? Basically, I think what this game's telling me is just fuck F1 altogether. Just run IndyCar sim races. And you know what? I think it's got a point. Anyway. Sorry, I just got thrown off a bit by being nagged by an eBay seller demanding a refund for a microphone that I sent to them. And they're like, no, it's not shown out. And I'm like, did it go to this address instead? No, can I have a refund? I'm like, can't fucking afford you. Never mind. Anyway, back in matters at hand. Felipe Nasr leads Alex Rossi by 4.2 seconds. Palou is third. Further 3 seconds back. That's a bit of a mouthful. And then it's Newgarden and Power holding it down for Penske. Marco Andretti 6th. Marcus Ericsson 7th. Fuck nugget ahead of my boy. You know what to do. Pato. It's done, isn't it? That's me just looking at the wall. Yeah, he's going to get passed by Canard. He's going to be passed by old man Vin Diesel. Anyway. Well, you know what, Chris? I'll turn safety cars back on for the next race because we ain't fucking using the F1 cars. Which is the reason I turned them off in the first place. Because they're donkey fuckers. Chris has got an idea. Let's take bets on if it's shit or not. Go on. Oh, got some cars in the pits back here. Oh, they were off sequence anyway. Can't believe you've done this. Can't believe we've done this. In fact, if anything, Palou is gaining on Rossi here. Oi! What? Do an IndyCar car race somewhere short, but run it like a World of Outlaws event. Well, as in a road course. A short road course. Heats and finals. That's not a bad shout, you know. Trying to separate the grids will be quite a fucker, though. Might be a bit fiddly, but we can give it a try. Martinsville. India, Bristol. Yeah, Palou is definitely gaining on that. Rossi. There we go. So I just need to do a quick reset there. It's egg timers. Yeah, Nazar is kind of running away. Do I just boot Nazar? Oh no, Nazar's been DQ'd. We've still got a battle for second on our hands here. India Bathurst. I've got Road America in this in rFactor 2. How many IndyCars are there? 25, 26, I think. India Richmond. Yes, that is a thing they did. Battle for second is going to go down to the wire, lads. I hope you're all aware. Brands Hatch Indy, it's in the name. I think I have... No, there is no Brands Hatch for this game, unbelievably. There is Donington. Yeah, not quite the same vibe, you know. So there's a second between Rossi and Palou. Do I just boot Nazar? Just to make the end of this race interesting. Chat, vote now! Do we boot Nazar? Do we DQ Nazar? For no reason, to be honest. He's just been good. What's DT? Do tit. I don't know. Black flag drive-through. Drive-through penalty. Well, just Robbie Gordon, the motherfucker. Just stop scoring him. Oh, drive-through. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Now, do you know what? Nazar, I've got to respect it. He's driven his way up through the field. Great pit stops. Ran an earlier strategy to undercut everyone, and he deserves the lead. So, if he is to win this, he is to win this. I know I'm God Emperor of IndyCar now, apparently. Fruity is a 45-year stop and go just for existing. Do you know what? He's ahead of my boy. So, yes, he does. Bye. I am God Emperor of IndyCar that way. So Pato Award was driving along and just went, Ferrucci to fucking disappear. Yes, yes he did. This is what we'd all like him to do. Meantime, Nance's just like, well, I am just out here. I am so out here. Oh, Palu is just about in the toe of Rossi. Really was this just righteous? Needs to hire me as the GM of the series. Commissioner Adam Johnson has announced a lifetime ban for Indycar competition for Santino Ferrucci for, in his words, being a twat with a stupid haircut. Being a racist twat with a stupid haircut. I'm just like, look, it's in the rules. I put it in the rules this morning. Thou shalt not be a racist twat with stupid hair. What is Santino Ferrucci? He has committed actions detrimental to living. Just take to Ferrucci to help kick you. Okay, anyway, final lap. Presented by Credit One Bank. Of a race that started with an F1 field. Yeah, it's not going to end with one. And Nazar is out front. Looks like he's got this one made. Field. We've still got some battles, mainly the one for second. Palu has been steadily chipping away at Rossi. I don't think he's going to get close enough by the end, but he's going to have to tow if he gets a good run onto Mulsanne straight. Is he close enough? Is he close enough? He always got a slight draft. No, doesn't look like it. They're both topping out, so that's an issue. He is closer. He is closing on Rossi, and he has been for the last few laps. Good run through the chicane. Good run through the chicane. He's going to be closer this time. Oh, Palu. The rookie Palu. He led large amounts of this race. Also, Marco Andretti could be about to leap up and surprise a couple of Penske's here. So we've got a battle for second on the cards, battle for fourth. And a battle for 8th, although hopefully my boy has locked that one down. Skipping through all the dead F1 cars. Fuck F1. Oh. Hello. This is a run. Is there a way like the car track learning you mentioned for them to learn to set up with longer gears? Maybe. I want to try and investigate that because I don't know if it includes that as well. Anyway, does Palu send it down into Mulsanne chicane? No, not this time. But he is right there. This is going to go down to the wire, folks. Just where do you pass? Where do you make the pass? He's so close. Ross is going to defend this hard as well. We're on board with Palu. Excuse me. Into Indianapolis corner. Oh! Rossi parks in the middle of the track. Is there going to be any room on the run to Arnage? Hasn't got quite enough room. No, won't do it. Not there. Rossi got a good run out of Arnage. Is that Arnage? Yes. Yeah. Meantime, Felipe Nasr is coming through Porsche curves one last time in this epic inaugural Grand Prix de la Sarthe. I mean, it's been an amazing race if you're an IndyCar fan. It's been a terrible race if you're a Formula 1 fan. The integrity of the sport was flushed down the toilet zone, a complete shithouse. In an example of shithousery not seen outside of an FNG video. But through it all, Felipe Nasr, great bit of pit strategy, great pit work, and some supreme speed means he is going to be the winner of the test version of the Grand Prix de la Sarthe. He takes the checkered flag. Palu couldn't quite fight back to Rossi in the end. He made it a battle though. So Rossi second, Palu third. These guys in line astern. Doesn't look like Will Power. Will Power's just going to try and protect his teammate Joseph Newgarden. He's going to come across the line fourth. Fifth, Marco Andretti, Chris's boy, comes across the line sixth. Seventh place for Marcus Ericsson. Decent finish in the end. Eighth for my boy Paolo Award. Tony Kanard ninth, and Ryan Hunter-Ray complete the top 10. Then it's Veach, Daly, Jack Harvey, my king boy Taku Sato, And then a little bit back here, Simon Pagenaud. I just noticed the time, by the way. I'm probably going to be wrapping the stream up after this race. But if you guys enjoyed this, say aye. If you guys want to see more simmed rFactor races, say aye. Scott Dixon 16th, Rinus Fike 17th, Charlie Kimball 18th, Askew 19th, Ben Hanley in the top 20. Then it's Colton Herter, Sage Karam, Graham Rahal, Felix Rosenquist, and that's it. And we'd also like to point out, fairly certain, none of the DNFs were the Indycars. Yeah, so the DNFs, Hamilton, Ocon, Russell, Stroll, Kvyat, Perez, Ricciardo, Gasly, Norris, Raikkonen, Magnussen, Bottas, Sainz, Grosjean, Latifi, Leclerc, Verstappen, Vettel, Albon, and Giovinazzi. So, well done. I love experiments like this. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. But, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to end it there because I had this eBay shenanigans to attend to. And, yep, Super Mike says aye. I'm down for watching more shit posting IndyCar. Oh, we're talking about which team, which series NASA's team was sponsors him. Right, got you. Who ran NASA's car in that livery? Whoever it is, they've just won at the Sarthe. I don't know if they were intending to this year. We're not entering Le Mans, and yet we've won at Le Mans. I don't know how that's happened. But it has worked out. And I tell you what, thank you guys so much for being with me today, for hanging out. My computer's nagging me about an encoder overload. Yeah, I don't know about that. Has it been particularly laggy on the stream? Hasn't been running particularly laggy on my end, so we'll see. I'll watch the VOD and check it out. Meantime, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, I do. For the reasons I outlined earlier, and others, really. Only at the end after the race. Okay. It hitched. Right. Yeah. Seems to be very occasional with rFactor. Okay. Weirdly, it seemed to be more of a thing when... might also be this track, you know, because... we obviously ran this track for Le Mans as well, and there was some fuckery there when we, but that was when we had big grids, so we'll see. Oh, it was Carlin, right? Okay, but yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. You know it means a lot. I've got stuff to sort out here, and meantime, I'm going to try and be back either. Well, I'll try and be back on Monday for a stream. It probably won't be with my wheel. We're going to try and keep going through the process of fixing that, so cross your fingers, guys. And Tuesday, we'll be back with another Run Station of the Mile video. I would stream Thursday, but I feel like I'm going to be busy that day. Keep an eye on the socials. I'll let you know. I promise. I know I've not been great with letting people know, but I will let you know when streams are coming up and what's happening in the next week or so. Meantime, I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I love you all. In the words of flipping... oh my god, what is he called? Mikey Taylor Gaming, that's it. And don't forget, I love you all. Bye-bye. Or something like that. That sounded more like Craig Charles at the end of Robot Wars. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon.